Hello my friends and welcome to a new video on our BN channel. So it's been a whole week since I made a video because unfortunately my old computer broke, the motherboard died on me, and I had to sit and wait for a solution for a whole week, and thankfully, thanks to a cool fan on my Discord, a new motherboard is on its way. But currently I'm using a borrowed computer to record this video and to show you and share with you a special thing that I want to do for a while. So 2 weeks ago, as you can see, 2 weeks ago, this is in Arabic, 2 weeks ago there was a post by me about I want to see 200 plus likes to give you the how to make any automation car to shoot flames, but unfortunately we are stuck on 125 likes. It's alright, but the reason that I'm doing this and not waiting to get 200 and plus likes, because a lot of people on Discord are itching and tell me like in personal messages, where's the flames video. So have fun, get your cars ready, get your automation game ready, and get your BeamNG car ready, because we are going to shoot flames. So get focused with me, my friends, and now let's go step by step on how to shoot flames. Alright, so the first step that you need to do is, of course, you need to open your documents and then go to BeamNG.Drive folder and then into mods folder. Now you need to make sure that you have the latest open beta automation game, so you can have so your car needs to have fully on connected exhausts, because on the old automation game, on the old automation version, you can make a car, but unfortunately the exhaust is just a fixture. It's not working. It's just just a texture. There's nothing related to it. But on the open beta, the exhaust is functional. It will shoot smoke, it will shoot flames, it will be a proper exhaust. So make sure that the car that you are going to make and export to BeamNG.Drive is a fully functional car from the open beta, so you can get the exhaust and the differentials underneath the car, so it will be 100% functional. Alright, now that's done. As you can see, we have three cars here. We have the Tayala Racer, which is the car that we have seen in the past, which was a super sticky and very hardcore race car. This thing grips like super glue and has a very powerful naturally aspirated V8 up front. Right, and this is also a car that was made by a viewer that was sent to me by a viewer on our previous live stream, which is the MG Viva race car, which is a car from the 1950s or 60s, which we are going to mod. Also, there is this car, also the modern sports car V8 race whatever car, also a viewer made car. So my friends, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make any automation car to shoot flames, and I'm going to be giving you the new and updated Supercharger file and nitrous oxide file. So in this video, my friend, you will be learning how to make any automation car to shoot flames, and you will be learning how to make any automation car with a supercharger, and how to put nitrous oxide on any automation car. All these three things in a single video. Now let's start by the Tayala Racer. So my friend, on the Tayala, I'm going to be only showing you how to put flames and nitrous. The supercharger is on different cars. So let's see, let's open the Tayala. First of all, before you open it and start modifying anything, you need to download a program called Notepad++. I'm going to be putting the link in the description so you can download it. It's free, you can download it. It's called Notepad++, because you can't modify anything using the regular Notepad. You need to have this program, Notepad++. The link in the description below so you can download it. It's for free. Now, after you download your Notepad++, it will appear in this icon here, which is green something, because this program will open the JBeam files. That's why I want you to download it, because this Notepad++ will open the JBeam files. Perfect. Now, as I've mentioned, open your car, open your exported car in the mods folder, in the BeamNG documents, wherever. Open it. As you can see, you will get to those two folders, art and vehicles. Open vehicles, open your car name, and you can find all these files over here. So the first thing you need to do is because we are going to add nitrous here and flames. So this is the nitrous file. As you can see, you need to download this file, also the link in the description below from the nitrous file. Grab it, drag it into the WinRAR file and drop it. Press OK. It's done. Nitrous is in, as you can see, N2O. Now you need to tell the game, you need to tell the BeamNG that there is nitrous on this car. You can do that by putting an order or some sort of magical word in the car itself. So you need to open the Tiala Racer JBeam, as you can see. So let's open it. As you can see, that file opened using the Notepad++. This is what you are going to see. Now, as you can see, now you need the magical word to activate the nitrous. As you can see, I already have written it on a separate notepad, but you can find this magical word in the description below. Just copy it like this, Control C to copy it, and go here. As you can see, it says slots. Go to the end of the car stability control, like here. Then press Enter to go down, and then space to align it up here, as you can see, and then Control V. Now we have nitrous on the Tiala Racer. You save your work using this button, save, close, and it will give you yes, you need to modify. Yes, we need to modify, so press yes. Job done. Now the Tiala Racer has nitrous oxide system in it. It's ready. You can fire up BeamNG and you can find the nitrous oxide in. But since this is a race car, I want to add flames also, the magical word for flames. So to add flames, you need to open the Camso engine. Yes, you need to open the Camso engine, as you can see. Close this before, close this. Alright, so we have the Camso engine that we have just opened. You have the main engine. So what you need to do, you need to add a magical word also, which you can find in the description below, my friend. You need to copy those two sentences, as you can see, Control C, and then go here after the main engine, up here, go here after this, press Enter to go down, Control V. Job done. But you need to select, press here to align it with the first one, like this. Now it's job done. Now I want to teach you something, because this magical flame word here, as you can see, it's the default setting for it is 0.5 and 1.5. Now this is for regular sports cars. It will shoot flames, but not too much flames. But since this is a racing car, I want to make it to shoot flames. So if you want to leave it on default like this, 0.5 and 1.5, it will shoot flames, but not by much. So if you are building a racing car and you want your racing car to shoot flames, like hardcore flames, you need to change this to 1.5, and this, the second one, to 2.0. Yes, my friends, 2.0. So 1.5, 2.0 for racing cars. Yeah, for racing cars, this way it will shoot hardcore flames. No matter if it's naturally aspirated, supercharged, or turbocharged, it will shoot flames if it's a racing car. If you want to put this number on a regular 50 horsepower car, it will also shoot flames, but it will not be realistic. It will be, it will be fake, like fake flames, like those throwing kits that you can, put on your exhaust system. But on a racing car, it will look super realistic, which is 1.5 and 2.0. Now, save your work and close this, replace, pressing yes, job done. Now the Tiala Racer has nitrous oxide and the exhaust is now shooting flames. Close this, and now I'm going to be teaching you how to put a supercharger on any car in automation game, because the supercharger will work on a naturally aspirated engine and a turbocharged engine, because when you put it on a turbocharged engine, you will have a twin charge system like that Danish car, the Zenvo ST1. Yes, because that car, the Zenvo ST1, uses a supercharger and twin turbochargers, or I think a single turbocharger. Yeah, so a turbocharger and a supercharger together on a single engine. So you can do that. So basically, you can put any of those files, the nitrous, the flames, the supercharger, on any car in automation game. So let's supercharge. Let's see, we have the MG Viva Racer, which is a 150 horsepower car. So let's put a supercharger on it. But the good news is, when you put a supercharger on a car, on a regular automation car, don't worry, you don't need to put the flames magical word, because the supercharger folder, this one, the supercharger file, this one, it's already built in with a flame with the flame magical word in it. So don't worry, you don't need to put that flame magical word. Just put the supercharger in, tune it correctly, and your car will shoot flames. So we need to open the car Viva Racer. As you can see, drag and drop the supercharger file in. Also the link in the description below, so you can download it. As you can see, the supercharger file is in. Where is it? Here we go, supercharger is in. Now we need to tell BeamNG that this car is supercharged, and also you need to add the magical word. So here, this is the magical word. Also you will find it in the description below. Just copy, Control C, and go to the, where's the car name itself? Here we go, MG Viva. Here we go. As the same as the nitrous, go at the end of the sentence here after it, press enter, align it correctly like this, Control V, and job done. We have now supercharger in this car. Save your work and exit, press yes, job done. Now this car has supercharger in it, which you can tune in BeamNG.Drive. Now close this. The final car, which is this racing car, I'm gonna be adding everything, supercharger and nitrous on it. So let's open it. As you can see, go to vehicles, go to sport. Here we go. Select those two files, drag and drop them in. Yes, as you can see, both of them, nitrous and, where's the supercharger? Here we go, nitrous and superchargers, both of them are in. Now we need to tell the game that you have nitrous and supercharger. So as always, you need to open the car itself, which is this one, Modern Sports V8 whatever. Open it. Here we go. Go to the end of the sentence, the stability control, go to the end of it, press enter, align it correctly. Now you need to copy both of them, nitrous and supercharger, together. Control C and Control V. As you can see, now you need to align everything so everything can work like this. Now as you can see, supercharger and nitrous together on a single car. Press save. Where is it? Replace everything. Yes. Now this car, this modern sports car, has supercharger and nitrous at the same time. Perfect. Now let's fire up BeamNG.Drive and let me show you the results. Alright my friends, you will fire up your BeamNG and then you will select the car that you have tuned. As we have said before, as we have talked about, the Tiala has only nitrous oxide and flames, no supercharger whatsoever. This thing has a 4.5 liter V8, flat flame V8 under the hood. It's all-wheel drive. It goes from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds flat, and it sticks on the road like super glue. The engine is making 690 horsepower naturally aspirated, running on 100 octane fuel, 14.9 0:1 compression ratio. So the engine is just a masterpiece, a racing masterpiece. So none of that matter. Let's fire it up. As you can see, you will get the nitrous in default. Now let's test the flames and then the nitrous. Yep. As you can see, flames are on. We are shooting flames, and as I've told you before, when you are building a racing car like this amount of flames, which is 1.5 on the front one and the 2.0 on the second one, this way you will get this amount of flames, which is appropriate and perfect to a racing car. Now let's test the nitrous. Yep, it's functional. Nitrous X is functional. Now let me show you how you can tune it. you go to vehicle configuration. As you can see, you will find nitrous. It's already been selected. It's perfect. Don't touch that. Now go to tuning. As you can see, you'll find how much of a liter, how many liters you want to put, like how big the bottle of nitrous. It's 5 liters. It's, you know, it's perfectly settled. But if you want to, you know, go long range, you can select 25 liters, which is a massive bottle. Don't worry, it will not affect the weight of the car. This is just, you know, mathematical. So let's select 10 liters. That's perfect. Now the power, how much power or how big of a shot you want your engine to get. So 75 kilowatts, as you can see. Let's add about 150 kilowatts. Plus press apply, and yep, look at this. Now you have nearly 900 horsepower, nearly 1000 horsepower. As I've mentioned before, the engine is making 690 horsepower, and with 150 kilowatts shot, nearly 900 horsepower. So perfect. Let's test it. We need a straight line, or no? What a beast! Let's test on the straight line. What a beast indeed! Here we go. Wow, on a straight line performance is an absolutely amazing thing with nitrous. This engine is really powerful on its own, and adding nitrous on it, it's like steroids, which is absolutely amazing on cars, not on real life. But yeah, very, very perfect. Now let's go and test the superchargers. Alright, now the second car that we are going to test, which is this one, the Viva race car. This is a car from the 1950s or 60s, I think. Has a 150 horsepower engine. Let me reset it again. Yep, 150 horsepower engine, as you can see, naturally aspirated, front wheel drive. It has a Boxer 4 engine. Now putting a supercharger on a Boxer 4, I'm not really sure if it's that possible, if there is like a kit or something in real life. I'm not really sure, but in BeamNG no one cares, so let's add a supercharger on it. So as you have seen before, we already have added the supercharger and the magical word and everything. You go into vehicle configuration, you will find supercharger, as you can see. So you expand it, you will find rotors, you expand the internals, and then you need to select what kind of superchargers you want to set. Is, you know, you want to select on your vehicle: centrifugal, roots, cruise, or vortex. I'm not really sure what is that, but yeah. So I'm gonna select, since this is a classic car, I'm not really sure if it's possible or not if I can put roots on it. Yeah, so let's imagine we can put roots on it. So yeah, let's put roots, for example. Now as you can see, the root is in, and now we have a boost gauge. But yeah, since we are in 2019, let's go with twin screw supercharger. Let's say you have like an intake manifold or something, and yeah, let's imagine that. Let's imagine that, because it's not really realistic and you can't see a supercharger. There is no supercharger on the engine. The engine is still regular looking from Automation Game, but it's supercharged, you know, in theory. So after you select what kind of supercharger you want, you go to tuning, and then you'll get these things here, these sliders. So let me teach you. Now this car, now this Viva something, I'm not really sure what kind of RPM limit, because you need to make sure that, and you need to remember what is your RPM limit for your car. What is the RPM limit that you have selected in Automation Game? Because when you put a supercharger on it, the limit will change, the RPM limit will change. So let's assume this thing has 6000 RPM. I'm not really sure because I forgot what kind of RPM limit this thing has. So you need to enter what is your selected RPM limit in Automation Game, because if you leave it on default, it will be only 5000, which is really low. So 6000 RPM. Then no, you need to ignore this, don't worry about this. Now the power, just push it always to the max. I mean, it's easier to put it like this. Just push it to 2.5 psi. Now let's see pitch dynamics. How noisy the supercharger will be. So let's apply the previous settings and listen to the supercharger. Here we go. Yep. If you are happy with the noise, you can leave it. Now the horsepower right now, which is around 200 horsepower, or yeah, 197. That's good. 197 horsepower. It's like extra 40 horsepower. Now, if you are not happy with the noise, you can always decrease the pitch. The amount of pitch that is coming out of the supercharger. You can increase the the volume. Yeah, the volume, which is the audio loudness. You can increase that. It will act differently and it will sound differently. Let me show you. Takes a while to load. Don't worry. Yep. Sounds much different and much more realistic. Now, if you are happy with the noise, now you need to select the pressure rate, which is how the throttle response is. Now, if you want your engine to respond immediately, you can go ahead and select like 70% or 100% if you are building like a racing car. If you are building like a sports car, go with 50%. Yeah, if you want to build like a stock factory boring supercharged car, you can go with 20%. Yeah, like that. Friction, well, this is for example how much horsepower or how much power the supercharger needs from the engine to run, because as we all know, superchargers are running on the belt of the engine. They are driven by the power of the engine. So how much power or how much torque it will consume from the engine to make the supercharger run. My advice, leave it on 50%. Don't mess with it, because if you mess with it, things will get unrealistic. Now the overdrive, this is for example, if you are maxed out, for example, this is the gear ratios. This is how fast the supercharger is spinning. Right now it's twice as fast. So if you want to select like 3 times as fast or maximum 4 times faster than the engine, the supercharger will sound very, very quickly, and it will spin very quickly, which is good and bad at the same time. Good because you will get more horsepower, but the air will be hotter, and I mean sometimes the power will peak on very early. You will start to lose horsepower on on high RPM engines. So yeah, go with, like, for example, if you want to leave it on default twice as fast than the engine, or you can go with 3. But if you are going super crazy, you can go 4. It's up to you. I'm gonna select 2.8, which is perfect. Now this will change the noise of the supercharger because we are spinning it much faster than before. That means the noise will change. Yes, as you can see and hear. So it's up to you. If you like the noise, you can keep it. If you don't, you can cancel it. You can tune your noise up. It's up to you, my friend. And now the overdrive, as you can see right now, we are pushing, as you can see, 197 horsepower. So when you increase the overdrive, you will get more horsepower. So, and also you will get flames, because on 0% you will never get flames, because your supercharger is just a normal street or maybe stock factory supercharger. But if you want to get flames, let's go with 100, for example. Let me show you. This way you will shoot flames with 100, and so much flames. Now with overdrive or overdrive 100, as you can see, we have nearly 250 horsepower, and yep, so much flames, so much smoke. It's like how much flames you want. I mean, the horsepower, you can control it using this the gear ratio and the power here, and also the friction, I think. But if you want to put flames on your car, the overdrive is what will determine that. So since this is a street car, let's go with 48%. 48% with a street car will work perfectly. Let me show you. Yep, no flames, but the exhaust will pop and bang, which is much more realistic for a 200 horsepower car, because a 200 horsepower car, I mean a regular one, a straight one, it will not shoot flames, but let's assume we have like a high performance exhaust and a supercharger, it will pop and bang. So let's select, for example, 52%, and it will be, I think, perfect. Yep, much more perfect right now. Now, if you think the supercharger is too loud for a 200 horsepower, you can always decrease the loudness. This way, the supercharger will be much quieter, and much more quieter supercharger on normal cars. It's much more better. Yep. Now, if you are happy with your settings, and if you want to keep your settings like 100% default, like when you want to select this car and you want the supercharger to run immediately, and so you don't tune it every time you go into BeamNG.Drive, you need to save your customization. So you go to save, you select the name of the car, and then you select override, press on it, job done. Now your car will load the supercharger on default. So let's test it. Yep, this is not my car, this is a viewer made car, front wheel drive race car. Ooh, listen, look at the torque. Wow, check out the NA and the supercharger figures down there. Look at the torque, 200 pound-feet of torque. Much better, as you can see. And it's quiet. It's really quiet, I like it. Yep, it's really quiet. If you want to keep your supercharger quiet, if you are building like a stock car, a stock factory car with a supercharger, this is how you will roll, my friend. Quiet and beautiful and torquey and powerful. Now let me show you the last car that we are going to do a fully on racing supercharger. Now, as you can see, my friend, this is a racing car that was made by a viewer for our previous live stream. As you can see, we have already added the nitrous oxide on it, so it's already in. As you can see, the nitrous, this thing is making on its own with a turbo around 600 horsepower, so it's a pretty powerful car. Now let's add a supercharger on it so we can have the twin charge system. You go into vehicle configuration. As you can see, everything is in the supercharger nitrous. You go expand the supercharger. I need to select roots, for example. Not roots, because roots is a classic supercharger. We need to select twin screw supercharger. And as you can see, we have tons of information now. Don't worry about that. Now let's go to tuning. And let's select, for example, the nitrous. Let's add around 150 kilowatt shot, and let's say this thing can, so I'm gonna say 8,000 RPM, for example. There we go, apply. Yep, as you can hear, we have nitrous, we have supercharger and a turbo. Perfect. Now we need to select power, as always, to the max. The pitch, let's decrease it a little bit. Keep this one on 50%. The rate, let's go, since this is the racing car, I'm gonna go which is the throttle response, 100%. Friction, as I've mentioned, leave it on default. Overdrive, because yes, we are a racing car, we need to shoot flames, 100. Gear ratios, let's go 2.5 times, and apply. And we are pushing around a supercharger plus, no, we need to select supercharger plus turbo, which is this one. We are making 1,000 horsepower. There we go, let's test it. Let's test the nitrous. Wow. that's pretty much it. Wow. So that's pretty much it, my friends. This is how you shoot flames out of your car. This is how you put a supercharger on your car, the updated version, and this is how you make your automation cars much more realistic and cooler and more fun to drive. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. As always, my friends, you can hit that thumbs up, get subscribed, share the video if you want to share it, and you can of course leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Thank you so much guys for watching. This video is one of my most fun videos because all of these mods are made by a single awesome viewer on my Discord, which is Mr. Batteryman. He is responsible for creating the Nitrous mod, the Supercharger mod, and the Flames mod. So all of us, my friends, all of us in the comment section, let's give a big thank you to Mr. Batteryman for creating those amazing mods and for sharing them with us. Thank you so much, Mr. Batteryman. Thank you so much guys for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and of course you can go to my Patreon page, the link in the description below, so you can download all of my special cars like the V16 Queen, which is the most powerful automation car ever, which has a 4,300 horsepower V16 engine. You can get all of my special replicas like the Toyota AE86, like the Porsche 911, the classic one. You can get supercharged monsters. You can get very crazy cars like the Gladiator 1000 and much more crazy cars. All of these are on my Patreon page, the link in the description below. And of course, by signing up, you will be supporting this channel and of course giving me more motivation to do more challenges, more crazy videos like this one, and much more. So thank you so much guys for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon with of course the testing video for the 2019 super convertible challenge. I'm going to be testing all the cars tonight hopefully, and soon I'm going to be making that video. So thank you so much guys for watching. I will see you very soon, and goodbye for now, my friends.